One of the other things that's great about black and tan as a material is the consistency. This product comes from fence boards, which are all the same. So we're always getting in material that looks very similar to what we got in previously. That means that we can make a floor now that will look just like the floor we'll make in 5 years. And we have projects that have actually used this material because they knew it was going to be phased over several years. Starting out 1 year, they would do one area of an office, then come back and do the next area the next year, and so on and so forth. And there's no chance of there being variation of material visually. You would still see the exact same character, the exact same color throughout the entire project. And there's almost no other reclaimed material that you could get that level of consistency with. Our black and tan engineered can be used in a variety of different applications. It can be used as a floor, whether that's below grade, on grade, above grade, on plywood, over concrete. It doesn't really matter. It can be installed anywhere. It can also be installed as a vertical material, so as wall cladding for a home, or as well as being used in offices, supermarkets, restaurants, and other commercial spaces. In our naked finish, we can actually add a Class A fire retardant to this. So that would help with any questions about fire ratings, and also gives the surface a nice cleanability in those sorts of environments where it can be wiped down quite easily. The other great thing about the sizing of the black and tan product, being 4.5 inches wide, is that it makes for great patterned floors. So chevrons, herringbones, standard patterns, things like that are a fantastic option with this product. And the fact that it's engineered will make it, again, very stable. But it also, because of the lengths that it comes in, it actually works really well when we cut it down into, say, 24 or 30-inch lengths for these sorts of patterns. So our standard black and tan floor is finished with a UV cured hard wax oil. We call it Pure. And this adds a really nice depth of color to the floor, and it also gives you the ability to touch up the floor as needed. If your dog gets a running start every day when you get home from work and is putting scratches in the floor, you can actually rub a little more oil into that floor without having to sand and refinish the entire floor. Probably should put a walk-off mat or area rug down in those sorts of high traffic areas just to help make the finish last a little bit longer. But because the finish is burnished into the wood, it's actually not sitting on top. It allows you to be able to actually refinish just certain areas of the floor rather than having to refinish all of it. On the flip side, we also offer this with a water-based polyurethane top coat. We call this our naked finish. We call it that because it's basically clear. It's not adding any color to the floor. It's not adding any richness the way that the hard wax oil does. A little bit different maintenance with that. With this product here, you can use a typical cleaning products you have around your house on there. And the only thing is that if you get a scratch in it, you can't touch it up as easily as you can with this floor here. However, there's some folks that like that lighter color that this brings. There are a lot of folks that really like the fact that there's a little bit of a sheen with this floor. The hard wax oil finish tends to be very matte, very low sheen, and this one will tend to have just a little bit of sheen to it. It's still considered a matte, but it's a more consistent sheen than what you see in the hard wax oil. They're both great finishes. They both do the job they're supposed to, which is to protect the floor and make it last for generations. The hard wax oil is a favorite finish of our team as well as for our clients. It will really age gracefully and bring a lot of natural beauty into the home without having a specific color added